The ability to deliver fast, effective medical treatment is a critical part of saving lives on the battlefield. In this episode, we look at the evolution of frontline medicine and the different methods of transporting the wounded. This is Battlefield 101, Battlefield Medicine. The creation of modern battlefield medicine began during the Civil War, when Major Jonathan Letterman realized the need for a more systematic and organized approach to treating the wounded. As the medical director for the Army of the Potomac, he created the first independent ambulance corps and invented a triage system that sorted the wounded by priority rather than order of arrival. Letterman's medical ideas were put to the test during the Battle of Antietam, which resulted in more than 10,000 wounded Union troops, along with thousands of more Confederates who were left behind by the retreating armies. The bloodiest day in American history, Letterman and his men were able to clear all Union wounded from the battlefield in a single day. And with just 2 days, he also cleared all Confederate casualties. This was an incredible success, especially considering that in previous battles, wounded soldiers were sometimes left languishing on the battlefield for more than a week, which resulted in many deaths from exposure. Today, many of Letterman's policies, which were considered revolutionary at the time, are still in use. World War II would see several important advances in combat medicine, not just with hospitals and surgical techniques, but also with immediate care in the field. Unlike the battles of World War I, which were fought along static trench lines, combat in World War II often took place away from large military outposts. This meant that the wounded troops were further away from medical care when needed, which in turn resulted in combat medic playing a larger role in the field. Equipped with burn kits, pressure bandages, sulfa powder, and morphine injections, World War II era medics were able to provide better and more comprehensive care to wounded troops on the front lines, making the injured more comfortable and the surgeon's jobs easier. After receiving initial care in the field, the wounded were driven to mobile hospitals or aid stations that were set up only a few miles away. Thanks in large part to the combat medics' quick action, only 4.4% of those wounded in World War II died, compared to 8.1% in World War I. Although the role of the combat medic changed very little after World War II, the wars in Korea and Vietnam marked a radical change in medical evacuation. By providing the ability to quickly airlift injured troops to military hospitals, the invention of the helicopter revolutionized the transportation of the wounded. Although first introduced in Korea, the medevac chopper played perhaps its most significant role in Vietnam, where specially outfitted Hueys were able to carry up to 6 patients and a medic who could begin treatment before reaching the hospital. Overall, medevac helicopters flew nearly 500,000 missions during the Vietnam War, airlifting an incredible 900,000 patients with an average time of less than 1 hour between the injury and hospitalization. Today, medics play a similar role in providing immediate medical care to the wounded, while the continued evolution in military vehicles like Blackhawks and MRAPs has proved critical in helping evacuate them from the battlefield. So what do you think the next step in battlefield medicine will be? How do you think we can continue to better equip our medics? What new vehicles will be invented to get the wounded off the battlefield? Post your thoughts and opinions below.